interesting place in my life. I'm probably somewhere between halfway through my life, if I get to live a nice, long, full one. And I found myself having to sell my home, which I thought was my dream home. And my husband lost his job. I lost my job. And so the things in my life that I thought would always be, which was pretty status quo living, fell apart. Not something I would have planned. But as they fell apart, I found myself asking a lot of questions, which were good questions for me to ask in retrospect. But I felt lost and a bit abandoned and alone, as relationships under stress are pretty difficult. And the thing that most recently in that scenario brought me to be here with you was a sign which the universe, I believe, posted for me, which was about horses. And that was when the horses began to talk to me and call me and say there's something deeper here that you can hear and that you can be with in a new way. And it wasn't about riding and it wasn't about showmanship. It was about myself and how I could be gentle and authentic. I knew deep down that I needed to do it, but my head didn't tell me that. I had to follow something different. And so in that shift, I look back and I think, oh, for the first time in my life, I was brave enough to follow something that I didn't dare to before. I didn't talk myself out of it. And so I'm so glad for once in my life I didn't talk myself out of it and say, oh, that could never be for me. And I remember one of the questions you asked in the filling out an application was, do you really want to change your life? Do you really want to change your life? And I thought, I said, yes, I really do. Even if it isn't easy, even if it isn't the usual way I've gone about things, if it doesn't feel comfortable right at first, I'm willing to take the journey. And I haven't been disappointed. It unfolds every day in new ways. But I think key is that I learned to hear my heart's desire and then to ask for it. I had no idea, buried under all the years of being someone else or living for other people, or as a woman being a caretaker for everybody else, that I had lost who I really was. And even though there were times in my life when I was successful and I had owned businesses and I had found pieces of me that were very good pieces of me, I think, I lost them in the mess. And to hear my heart and to know deep down, right now in this present moment, what I feel, and then to be able to ask for it and not feel guilty about that or like it's a should or I shouldn't, has been huge for me. And it has really shifted all my relationships because I've learned from you that's allowed other people to do what they want to do and to be who they are when I stand up and be who I am. And that was new for me. I was a people pleaser and a caretaker. And this is just great. It's so freeing. I feel like I'm flying with birds or running with the horses, which was one of the things my horse teachers taught me, is come down and run with the herd. Feel the freedom of just being yourself. No, it doesn't have to have makeup. It doesn't matter, what you look like. It's just who you really are shines.